I want to make this video real quick and just speak on something, right? First, before I get into that, I want to say Proverbs 3:5, right? Where it tells us, trust in the Lord with all thine heart and lean not on your own understanding, right? Romans 8:7. The carnal mind is enmity of God. It's not subject to the law of God, neither can it be, right? There's reasons why the Bible tells us not to lean on our own understanding, not to be, carnal-minded. Context. This is what it actually means. Deeper understanding. Just get so deep into thought. Trying to figure out the scriptures on your own. There's reasons the Bible tells us not to do that. But anyways, let's follow up to the video I made earlier. A part 2, I guess you could call it, why I believe the USA is Great Mystery Babylon. Let's start with this. Revelations 2:23, the NLT translation. Then I will strike her children dead. And I will strike her children dead. Then all the churches shall know that I am he, who searcheth the thoughts and intentions of every person. And I will give everyone what they deserve, whatever they deserve. See, if you go back to the beginning of the verse, so it tells us, and I will and I will strike her children dead, right? In the beginning of Revelations 2:23, right? In our T translation, it says, and I will strike her children dead. See, if you're being carnal-minded, trying to figure it out on your own, that verse right there, it's not talking about literal children, actual children. This is, again, why I believe it's the USA. It's not talking about actual children. It's talking about people. Say, it could be, just people in general, that know up here right from wrong. It's talking about people that are heavily, I'm not talking about struggling, no, but people that are willingly, just daily, willingly sleeping around outside of marriage. Or people, say that are married, that are cheating on their spouse. Or people that are just willingly watching pornography or things they shouldn't be watching. That's what that's talking about. And I will strike her children dead. And what is the one country we know of where many, many people, I'm not talking about struggling, but willingly just go outside of marriage and sleep around with anybody and everybody. Or we have a lot of people that are married, but they'll go outside of marriage and sleep around. Or people that willingly watch pornography or watch things they shouldn't be watching, inappropriate things. The USA. See, if you think about it, when it says in the beginning of the verse, and I will strike her children dead, it's not talking about literal children. It's talking about people that willingly, daily, go outside of marriage and sleep around with anybody and everybody. People that go to the club, that get drunk and just sleep around with anybody and everybody. People that go to the bar, that willingly, just get drunk and go and sleep around with anybody and everybody. People that are willingly just, I'm not talking about struggling, but people that willingly, daily, sit there and watch pornography or watch inappropriate movies. That's what it's talking about. Okay, and also, let's go to the other verse as well. I believe it's Revelations. I don't know why I said Romans. Revelations as well. Okay, Revelations 18:9, I believe, is the verse, where it says, and all the kings of the nations who committed adultery with her, the kings of the nations. See, and again, this is why, the Bible tells you not to lean on understanding. The kings of the nations mean exactly that. All the world leaders is what it's talking about. All the world leaders, all around the world, all in other countries, world leaders who commit adultery with her. It all goes back to what it tells us in Daniel, This is a prophecy, that hasn't happened yet. It's, Daniel 9:27. The Bible tells us. And then he will confirm. He will confirm. And then he will confirm the covenant for 1 week. And in the midst of the week, he shall cause the sacrifices and oblations to cease. And the overspreading of abominations, it will be desolate. He shall make it desolate. He shall make it desolate. Even until the consummation. Right? It's talking about that verse, Daniel 9:27, the great 7-year tribulation. How, it will be cut short and, to 3 years, the treaty peace will be broken. Let's talk about the 7-year peace treaty. When there's peace around the world for so many years, all nations. There's peace for so many years all around the world. When there's a peace treaty made. That's why it tells us in Revelations 18:9. And all the kings of the nations who committed adultery with her. If you know, you know. It goes back to what it tells us in Daniel 9:27. When it's talking about the reign of the Antichrist. How there will be a peace treaty made. All around the world, all the countries, for 7 years. And the peace treaty will be broken halfway through. And during those 7 years, or those so many years, not, because it's broken within the halfway through, but, within those so many years, there will be peace all around the world and all the countries. Goes back to Revelations 18:9. And all the kings of the world who committed adultery with her. Okay, and again, this is why the Bible tells us not to lean on our own understanding. Because if you try to figure it out on your own, you won't get it. Okay, I'll even get a little deeper into it. Okay, why not? It tells us in, what is it? Revelations 18:4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. It's talking about Great Mystery Babylon, or the USA. What does it mean, though? What it says, Come out of her, my people. It's meaning all the children of God, the Most High, the ones out of the Lord. It's talking about come out from her. Come out from her. Stop participating in her sins. Her sexual sins. Come out of her, my people. Stop participating in her sins, her sexual immorality, her sins. Come out of her, my people. That's what that's meaning. That is meaning. And then where it says that ye be not partakers of her plagues. And what have we been seeing? What have we been seeing? Since 2020 especially. Every year anymore, every time you turn around, you're hearing about what? New viruses breaking out. New diseases. Every time you turn around, you're hearing about people constantly getting sick in the U.S. And like I said, every time you turn around anymore, you're literally hearing about new plagues, new viruses, new sicknesses constantly forming. People constantly anymore getting severely sick.